You're now listening to the Fullerton Unfiltered podcast. Straightforward, no nonsense business advice. Completely unfiltered. Grow your business. Grow your life. Now, here's your host, Brian Fullerton.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Fullerton Unfiltered podcast. It is your host, Brian Fullerton, here, hanging with you guys, and good morning. Well, excited about getting some of you guys back on the show, getting some more guest interviews in. My voice is slowly but surely coming back, and my energy level starting to come back as well. Just been out cold with this head cold, respiratory virus, pink eye. Dude, it's been a wild 3 or 4 weeks for the Fullerton family. But that being said, I'm starting to be able to get back to some emails and some DMs and some obligations, and finally get to circle back with a bunch of you guys that have been interested in being guests on the show. Today, we've got a great guest joining us. We've got Ezra. Ezra, how do you say your last name? Is it Heinritz?
Heinritz.
Heinritz. Okay, there you go. And
Heinritz.
Heinritz. All right. So we got Ezra joining us at Heinritz. And where are you based out of again, brother?
Sussex, Wisconsin, so about 20 minutes west of Milwaukee.
Okay, there you go. There you go. And are you guys getting snow, or are you guys, turning the corner for the spring rush?
Yeah, so the snow was pretty piddly this year. We had about a week straight of snow in January, and that was pretty much it for us. So really, we only had probably 5 or 6 events, I would say.
Yep. Yeah. Same here with us. I was just talking to a bunch of guys at our dealer open house at our dealer Weingarts, and we're talking about how, snow has been pretty brutal this year. And frankly, how a lot of guys are sitting on a bunch of leftover salt and, still taking their final deliveries and orders, unfortunately. And they're going to be sitting on that for a little while, as you guys can imagine. But it seems like Minnesota and Wisconsin, last year, though, I thought you guys got hammered pretty well. Did Wisconsin get hit pretty good? Because I remember Minnesota getting like 80 plus inches or something, which is way above average.
Yeah. And, last year, I believe, was around, I think we got like 10 events.
Okay.
But this year it was probably, I think it was 6 that we got. So it was, I think we're on average, we're supposed to get 15, but that hasn't been the case for several years, which is kind of frustrating, especially when you are trying to purchase equipment. Like this last fall, we purchased a F350 with a plow and a salter on it.
Yeah.
I was hoping to get some more use out of that, but that wasn't the case.
No, I'm right there with you, man. We bought an F350 and a plow, and it's been pretty alarming that we only had like 5 pushes with that thing. Now, thankfully, we had some more flat rate monthly accounts, and we grew in that regard. But if we didn't have, our flat rate accounts, we'd be scratching our heads and looking at an empty wallet here going in the spring, which is, frustrating for almost anybody, No, that's crazy. Well, hey, like I said, hopefully a little bit of an early spring rush, and we can get out there and maybe recoup a little bit that with landscaping, cleanups, mulch, and mowing. So before we go too far down the rabbit hole, just to zoom out a little bit, I love getting to hear, a quick minute or two, and I call it the highlight reel, but maybe just the stats and details, like your background. You're, probably a new guest to our listeners. So I just love, trying to give a little context about where you're coming from. Tell me what's the company's name, how long you've been doing this, and then we'll hear from today's show sponsors and really, break stuff down in the second half of this episode, of course. But what's your background, man? How did you get, your business started, and where are you coming from?
Sure. So yeah, the business name is EG Lawn Care. The letters EG and then Lawn Care. Mm-hmm. So I actually started the business before high school. I had a couple older widows that I actually used their push mowers to, mow the properties, take care of them. That kind of grew into, started growing a little bit. And I kind of kept going through high school, and it ended up being able to pay for most of or some of college. I went to school at Oshkosh University, and the business kind of helped me financially at that point. I went to school for mechanical engineering. The business kind of kept growing throughout the years. Not like massive growth, but it kind of just started to roll a little bit. I kept going for my degree. ended up finishing my degree in mechanical engineering, had a couple internships, really decided that I did not like that.
Okay.
I kind of chose that degree, kind of for pay, honestly.
Yeah, sure.
And I'm pretty good with numbers. So that's kind of why I chose that degree. But after a lot of consideration and finding you, Brian, and also Mike Andes, and just all the insane amount of resources out there, kind of made that leap to go full time in 2021, just in lawn care, and decided to not proceed with the engineering. So yeah, had to make that kind of big choice, obviously, with the direction of my life. So yeah, went full time in 2021. Shortly after, one of my brothers joined me, I believe towards the end of 2021. And then kind of just been growing year over year at a pretty good pace. And my other brother, because I have three other brothers, actually just joined at the end of this last year.
Whoa.
As well. So it's kind of becoming a family thing here. So,
yeah, yeah. Are they older brothers, younger brothers?
They're actually older.
Okay.
Older brothers.
Are you the youngest?
I am the youngest.
Okay.
I have I have three older brothers and one older sister.
Dude, that's awesome. That's awesome. So are you, as a little of the youngest, the family, you're always getting picked on and pooped on. It's like now you're getting everybody employment opportunities.
Yeah. I mean, there's some of that, but for the most part, we get along. Obviously, since we're family. Sometimes the arguments can get a little more in depth than they need to, since you know each other so well.
Mm-hmm.
But we've kind of been working through that, and it's been getting better over the years. So yeah, that's kind of the background. There was some obvious pretty ups and downs for me personally in the last year or so that we don't have to dive really too deep into. But yeah, just really looking to grow here, and love listening to your podcast and just all the resources that are available out there.
That's awesome. That's awesome, man. Well, I'm excited for you. It seems like you got a great thing started and a great thing growing. We're gonna take a quick break here and hear from today's show sponsors, but I do want to hear where the company's at today and where you guys are growing to, and what's got you from here to there. Over the last 12, 18, 24 months, because it seems like you got a good growth curve and pattern. And correct me if I'm wrong. I was just trying to make sure I'm paying attention here. But what are you still in college, or did you graduate, or did you decide to not pursue college any further? Where were you at on that?
Yeah, so I did graduate with the engineering degree.
Okay, that's right.
But after that, I decided to go full-time into lawn care rather than the engineering.
Cool. Well, we'll break down that decision a little bit more after the announcements, because I want to know, hey, why are you turning down 50, 80, 100 grand, engineering, internship and job? I would imagine, right out the gate to go mow tall grass and sling mulch, right? So that's always the big question. So let's just really quick, we'll hang tight, and if you guys are enjoying this conversation with Ezra, I invite you guys to stick around for just a quick minute. We always appreciate the show sponsors that bring you guys content, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So let's take a quick commercial break. I'm going to get a sip of the good old Essentia bottled water, and we're going to come right on back.
Did you know that Ballard Innovative Products is celebrating its 25th year, bringing you the best gear for the lawn and landscape professional, weekend warrior, or home and garden enthusiast? From mower gear, safety gear, trailer racks, equipment securement, equipment servicing tools, chute blockers, mower blades, aluminum baggers, cleaning products, snow removal tools, and much more to make you efficient, effective, safe, and profitable in the field. Be sure to check out the Ballard-Inc.com website to help dominate and elevate your business this season. With over 30 years in the green industry, we're sure that we've got something you can't live without. Our website search by mower function now makes it easier than ever. New gear is being added all the time. Stay safe and keep grinding. Ballard.
All right, Ezra. Well, we are headed back to you, my friend. Wanted to just say thank you for taking time out of your day to join with us on the show and tell your story. You're a guest of honor today, and I want to go back to the college thing really quick. So, where were you at in 21, 22? You said you had graduated, I believe it was, and you were thinking about going to probably the corporate world or putting your degree to work for you, and then you had the lawn care side hustle going. So was it a fork in the road with, corporate America? Was it a fork in the road with going all in on your lawn care business? Can you take me back to that decision just a few years ago?
Sure. Yeah. So it was around that 2021 time frame.
Okay.
Was really it was really a fork in the road of what I wanted to do with my life. Just to rewind a little bit, I kind of went to college to play football a little bit at Oshkosh, and then ended up finishing the mechanical engineering degree. But really, I just had to make a decision with whether or not I wanted to continue engineering, obviously. So the couple internships that I had, I'm sure it might be different at different places, but just being indoors, and I was working in manufacturing, so just like no windows inside all the time. So
sure.
40 hours to me just felt like an eternity. Like it was like really dragging to me. And it just kind of made me think of just being outside, how much I enjoy it. And just like I've said before, the amount of information out there that has slowly been growing in the green industry is pretty remarkable, just from all the podcasts that are available, and the events that are available too are second to none. So, so that's kind of why I decided to go more the lawn care side. And I also just love the idea of owning a business. I know a lot of people might say it's just, you're just cutting grass. But in my eyes, it's a business is a business. It doesn't really matter what you're doing. And yes, cutting grass is one part of it, but obviously there's several other parts to the business. And I just like being able to work on different aspects of the business, whether that be accounting or operations, et cetera. Just kind of being well-rounded and not stuck in a large, massive
corporation
company, corporation that you don't really see your results affect the company really.
Yeah, understandable. And of course, you get the opportunity to express yourself with your own business and build something that you want to do and that you're excited about. Were you always passionate about the green industry, or was it just like, hey, I had the family's lawnmower, let's go cut some lawns for $50 a pop? Like, what was this a newfound passion of yours, or was it something that you had enjoyed since you were little?
So actually, I actually worked for a very small local company. Honestly, I was probably too young to be hired, to be honest. But yeah, I was out there on a zero turn mower and trimming, and I loved it. I know that was basic work, but I really enjoyed being outside and just the atmosphere of the green industry. So, at a young age, I really enjoyed it. So I worked with that small company and then realized I could make something out of it if I kind of started my own thing, and it kind of grew from there. So I've kind of been in it quite a bit, and obviously following you. I think I subscribed to your YouTube page in like 2017.
Oh, wow.
Probably watched like every video.
Dude, that's awesome.
So I'm a huge fan. You got some great content, and the resources you provide, we definitely appreciate. And we're also using Cycle CPA, so just utilizing those resources really helps. So.
Fantastic, man. That's awesome. Yeah, so, Cycle CPA is a bookkeeper that we use and promote and share with you guys. If you need a good bookkeeper, reach out to Carl and Joseph. They've been great. How's your experience been with them? Good, bad, ugly?
Yeah, it's been really good. Their most recent updated reporting is phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's crazy how in depth it is, and being a numbers guy, it's just so nice to see it all laid out and give each category a ranking compared to the green industry.
Yep.
It just really kind of, it's a sigh of relief to know where you're at, and just know that that's being taken care of by them. It's amazing.
That's awesome. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I know we're going into the spring rush here, and a lot of folks build their team pretty heavily, in the off season, the winter, us included, and or you're drafting your team and adding payroll companies, bookkeepers, CPA, all that other stuff. But if you guys haven't utilized a bookkeeper yet, maybe check out Cycle CPA. We can save you a couple $100 with our code Brian if you guys sign up. But that's awesome, man. You got the team going and the company's growing. So where are you guys at now? I know you talked about where the company's been the last couple years, but are you guys doing more mowing now, more landscaping? Like, tell me, day to day, what do you guys got going on? How many folks working for you? How is business going in 2024? What's the projection?
So last year was kind of, not to go too far back, but last year was kind of our first year getting into fertilizing. We're mainly mowing and maintenance, kind of mulch install, bush trimming, mowing. I would say we're probably like 80% reoccurring and 20% one-time project work, such as mulching or bush trimming. So really that maintenance side of things. And we kind of broke into the fertilizing this last year, midway through the season, because I don't know if it was similar for you, but last year's drought was pretty horrible for us. We were probably on a bi-weekly schedule for several months.
Oh, wow.
So we definitely missed out on some revenue. So just kind of viewing other services and got into fertilizing and realized the potential there of profit. So we're pretty excited about that. But as far as numbers wise, last year, I believe we did just north of 250,000. And then this year we're hoping to grow to 500. So doubling.
Wow.
Roughly.
That's awesome. I'm excited for you, man. That's really, really aggressive growth, and I think you guys can do it based on the team that you got assembling with you. How many folks are working with you then, full time, part time? I know you said some of the families getting involved.
Yeah. So this last year it was my two brothers full time, and then we had a part time guy. Well, two part time guys. Kind of last year. This year we're probably going to have to hire one or two more full-time guys, hoping to rock 2 lawn mowing setups. We have 3 trucks total, and then 1 in the fertilizing core aeration setup, kind of that more profitable side of things.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's awesome, man. Are you guys doing residential mowing, commercial mowing? Like, what is your guys' spread been so far? And how are you guys getting most of these customers?
Yeah. So, we're probably 90% residential, 10% commercial.
Okay.
And I mean, we like that for the maintenance side of things. But during the winter, we've definitely realized that commercial contracts are, I would say, better just for that, because typically you can bill for flat rate every month, just knowing that that's coming in no matter what.
Right.
So we're trying to lean more towards that for commercial contracts, just to get that consistent revenue during the winter, because it was kind of sparse this year. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there.
No, you were saying residential, having more of those than commercial. And some folks think that, commercial is the secret. Other folks think residential is the secret. As I have continued to grow our business and know our numbers more and more, and, recently adopted LMN, I will tell you the best client is the one that you make money on, and you can make money with both. So don't think, there's no money in residential or commercial or even construction. I know a lot of guys poo-poo on commercial construction, but I know a lot of other guys, that's their bread and butter, and they're getting huge accounts and huge being awarded huge jobs, for commercial and even municipality type work. So you just got to make sure that you know your numbers and price work correctly. Are you guys are you guys rocking a bunch of different mowers out there, or what's your brand of choice? What kind of equipment are you guys rocking?
Yeah, so we use pretty much all Skag. So Skag V-Rides, Turf Tiger. We'll be picking up the Skag V-Ride XL. That's the new brand that's coming out here shortly. Or I think it is out right now.
Is that the 72, right?
It does come in at 72 dually, but we are not getting that. I think we're probably getting the 61-inch, 40 horsepower Vanguard.
Is that the trim, I guess, then, or like a different level of that Skag V-Ride 2, the XL? Is that right?
Yeah. The XL is just, it's just a different trim. So
okay,
it's a larger gas capacity, etc. Higher deck, a little thicker. So it's just kind of a little bit of an upgrade from the V-Ride 2. Okay.
So maybe like Xmark has the new X series Vertex. I'm wondering if the Skag's got the XL. Okay. I thought the XL was the 72 dually, like that was the actual mower, but you're saying that's the platform now. Just has like beefier components, so beefier mower.
Yeah, so that's just a beefier mower, and it comes in a 52, 61, and 72, I believe.
Okay.
With different configurations for the engine.
Yeah. I saw that 72. Did you happen to go to Equip Expo this last fall?
Yes. And we ran into each other, I believe, by the Skag booth.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was going to say, that sounded familiar. I was going to say, I didn't want to throw myself out there and make myself looking like an idiot. I'm like, did we meet before? But I think we were talking about that mower because that thing is huge, and it was on the podium, or the pedestal, or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, no, it's definitely I don't know if I feel like it's an overkill for a lot of people, but it's definitely a full piece of equipment.
Yeah, right. I think I saw Matthews Mowing, a lot of you guys know Matthews Mowing. He got, I don't know if it's the 72, but I think he got an XL. I think he's working with Skag, which is awesome. Good for him. But I think he got hooked up with that mower, which is really cool. So, hey, whether it's on your Instagram or his Instagram or whatever, I'm sure we'll be seeing a bunch of stripe footage because those Skag stripe really, really nice. No doubt about it.
Yep, they definitely do stripe nice. They are a little bit heavy.
Oh yeah,
they're constructed with a little bit thicker steel, but there's pros and cons to everything. So
that's right. Well, let me ask you this, man. As we kind of maybe land the plane here in just a minute or two, I'm always curious about, hey, here's all the stuff that's going right, but you're getting baptized by fire, learning new things every day. What's some things that have been some lessons learned or some challenges that maybe there's some other guys listening in, they're just getting their business going, they're in year 1, 2 or 3, sort of like yourself. What's some hard lessons that you learned or didn't expect, and maybe some words of wisdom, anything you got that kind of sticks out offhand for any of these guys?
Yeah, so I would say probably don't be afraid to reach out to people or get advice. There's so many resources out there and so many people out there that want to help. And it's really about building a team the best you can. I know a lot of us want to do everything ourselves, but hiring out different aspects of the business, although we might want to have our hands on it, it's probably best just to let go a little bit and let people that are experts in that area take that over. That's one thing that I really learned. That's another thing that I would say is keep an eye on your key metrics. I know in year 1 and 2, you might not have good data, but trying to keep track of just basic things, clocking in and out of each job, knowing your close ratio, your hourly rate. Those are very important. And if you don't have a hand on that, it's probably best to dial it back a little bit, know what you're actually producing, because you might be going out and you might be losing money on certain jobs. And at that point, you might as well just stay home.
Were you on our live stream last night by chance with Mark Bradley?
I did watch that. Yes.
I was going to say was that your line or his line? Because he said that line or something similar. He was like, hey, before you grow, make sure you got your numbers in line and then grow. He said all too often people grow, to $500,000 million. And yeah, I was like, man, that's a good line. And, again, if you're not making any money at $200,000, and there's different levels, and it's a whole another debate. But if you're not making any money at $200,000, don't think that just getting to $2 million is going to solve all your problems. You might find it to be quite the contrary. So, what are you using to help navigate your business? If you don't mind me asking, I don't care if you have name drop anybody, but are you using any particular CRM, or have you guys incorporated anything like that yet as your company's really taken off now?
Yeah, so we use Yardbook. I believe up until 2022.
Okay.
And we love Yardbook. It does the basics perfectly. There's literally no hiccups with Yardbook. It's just that if you're looking to kind of dive more into the details as far as the numbers, or if you're looking for certain building out some basic automations to help alleviate some office work. The more robust softwares out there can typically help with that. So we transitioned from Yardbook and decided to go with Copilot CRM. That's cool. With Mike Andes.
Cool. Awesome.
But yeah, that's been it's a newer upcoming software. I would say that you definitely have to just be aware that it's not one of these softwares that it's been out for 20 years. So you need to give some leeway as far as kind of ironing things out. But kind of just knowing Mike Andes, you kind of just have to have that belief that it, in the long run, it will make sense. So there is a few bugs with Copilot CRM, but I think in the long term, we're definitely going to benefit from it.
That's awesome. That's awesome, man. Well, good stuff. Well, glad to hear that, and glad you guys are finding what's working for you, what's working for your company to make your job that much easier, like you said, with automations, and really just having a better pulse in the company as you guys continue to grow. I find that a lot of folks, and I'm going to champion this for quite a while on our content, I think getting started with a Yardbook is a fantastic first step, and then graduating to something more robust, probably around $300,000-$400,000 in revenue, or if you're going to hit $500,000 in the next 24 months and kind of grow into it. I think that's really, we kind of talked about that a lot on that live stream last night with Mark Bradley for 2 hours. Some of you guys might have heard that replay just a couple days ago. That's something that you really got to start evaluating to incorporate into your company, because you do need all that additional information as you continue to grow and really hit those higher revenue levels. So, and you're right there. You're knocking at the door, like you said, of $500,000 this year. And frankly, that's a great growth curve, and you could be looking at $1 million the following year. So it's a great investment, not only in the future, but for right now, of course. So that's awesome, man. Well, let me ask this, man. We'll probably land the plane right here for now, just because I want to be respectful of your time. I've got a couple other obligations I still got to tackle throughout the day here, but I appreciate you taking a half hour out of your afternoon to open up and show a little bit more under the hood about what you guys got going on over there at Easy. So, any parting thoughts or final words? I always like giving our guests the last thought, and anything you want to add or share, or anything you might have left out. But again, thanks so much for taking time to pour into these guys and give them some encouragement, man. It's been great.
Yeah, no problem. And I love talking about this stuff. I would say just keep learning. Just kind of stick to it. I know there's times where you'll definitely question yourself whether you should keep going, but the main thing is just showing up, and you'll be surprised how much you'll grow year over year by just showing up. So that's probably the main thing I want to leave.
Just keep going. Just keep showing up. Consistency is key, right?
Yep.
It pays dividends, and everybody's looking for the secret. And sometimes it's the unsexy secret right in front of you. Hey, just keep going. Don't give up. And, long term, it should all work out as long as you're staying steady and keep growing, personally and professionally. You'll start getting this thing figure it out eventually, folks. I don't care if it takes you 15 years like your boy, or it takes you 3 years like Ezra. It's just unbelievable. So, but hey, you know, all that content's out there. It's serving you guys and hopefully helping you out. And you guys are the next round of future of this industry. So I'm pulling for you, man. And keep holding down the fort over there in Wisconsin, man. Excited for you. So if folks want to follow you, man, or reach out, are you on social media by chance, or Facebook or Instagram? And you got any of those handles?
Yeah. So if you, it's all at My Easy Lawn Care. So that's our website.com, Facebook, Instagram, a little bit of YouTube. So yeah, you can reach out at any of those
and get in touch. All right, man. Cool deal. At My Easy Lawn Care. Just if you guys want to say that one more time, and look him up, especially if you guys are in Sussex, Wisconsin, right area.
Yep. Maybe
network a little bit, go grab lunch, and see if there's some sites that you guys can work together on, or sub out, or trade off. And you know, networking is everything. And what they say, your network is your net worth, man. So make friends out there, and that's what the community is all about. So. All right, man. Well, appreciate you taking time out of your afternoon to join with us. Appreciate you, sharing and winning and growing. It's refreshing and rewarding always to see other young folks out there kicking butt and taking names, man. So wish you the best this upcoming season, and hope to see you, this upcoming fall at, Equip Expo or LEL or some other industry event, man. So keep the hammer down, all right?
Definitely. All right, Brian. Thank you.
All right, brother. Cool deal. Well, guys, thank you for listening to this episode of the Fullerton Unfiltered podcast. Appreciate you guys listening in. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we're back here trying to bring you guys the best that weekend to help you guys grow and win and succeed with your lawn and landscaping business. If you guys want to plug into our community with Link, I invite you guys to check that out. That's our private Facebook group. That's growing every day, and a bunch of new members here recently as the spring rush is getting going. So hope to see you guys in Link if you want to network and make more friends and be part of a really cool, awesome community. And not only that, if you guys do need anything else with codes, Brian's 10 saved you 10% this spring almost everywhere on all of our major brands that we get to partner with. And if you guys need a code for LMN to sign up and grow your business in that regard, promo code Brian can help you guys with that as well. So appreciate you guys listening in. Have a beautiful day, and we look forward to catching up with you guys here on the next episode.
Ballard Products has what you need. If you're looking for one place to find all the gear you need, jump on Ballard-Inc.com. With over 30 years in the industry and now celebrating our 25th anniversary selling high-quality products, we've got your back. From mower gear, trailer racks, mower blades, safety gear, and so much more, you'll find everything you need to maximize your efforts and protect your gear in one place. And let's not forget about the carbide titanium gold blade options that cut amazing and last longer between sharpenings, giving you optimum performance in the field. We've got a bunch of new gear coming soon, so make sure that you're following Ballard to stay in the loop. Head over to Ballard-Inc.com today and get geared up. Now, go get after it. Ballard.
Thanks for taking the time to listen to the Fullerton Unfiltered podcast with Brian Fullerton. We hope you enjoyed this production. If so, please consider leaving us a 5-star review for the show. While the techniques and ideas presented here are designed to help you grow a more successful and profitable business, no one can guarantee these results for you. We want to emphasize that entrepreneurship is not easy, and the ideas presented here are just the opinions of Brian Fullerton and his respective guests. No one can guarantee success for you. That being said, we hope the ideas presented here help you and motivate you to go on out there and crush it with your own business.
Fullerton Unfiltered Podcast.
Thanks for listening, and we hope to see you on the next episode.
This has been a Brian Fullerton and Mr. Producer production.